What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Reloaded. Honestly, it feels really good to be back in the winner's circle. Last week was really back and forth, but I'm super happy I pulled off the win. Chaos Emperor Dragon is a hell of a card. In case you guys didn't know, I think last episode gave a pretty good example as to why this card is banned. Now, this week we're going to be opening Rise of Destiny, and there's some pretty good cards in this set that I'm really hoping to get my hands on. Again, it's no meta warping set like Invasion of Chaos, but there are definitely cards worth adding to the collection. Chaos is definitely the name of the game right now, so anybody who can tech their deck out in a way to best counter their opponent's strategy is probably in a good position to sneak a win out this week. There are definitely a couple cards this week that I have my eyes on, so hopefully we get lucky and pull what I want, but one thing's for certain, this is definitely a Chaos format. With cards like CED and BLS, it's so hard to try to build a deck that doesn't revolve around them because those cards are just so powerful. But of course, Ricardo and I have to spin our wheels. I'm back at the winner's wheel, and Ricardo, he's at the loser wheel this week. I'm glad that I was able to turn things around last episode because the last thing I want is for Ricardo to get on a win streak. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into this episode. But first, as always guys, go grab yourself a cup of coffee or something. That way you guys can sit down and tune in. Thanks, guys.
Well, guys, I was reminded why Chaos Emperor Dragon was on the ban list for as long as it was, and that's because it is extremely broken and unfair. One card decided that last game. I honestly had it. I should have won that one, and Chaos Emperor Dragon and its bullshit ended the game easy. So I'm gonna have to build with that in mind. As for the wheel and solo duels, there's nothing much I want aside from Mobius, and that's a super, so it's really just up to the wheel here, but I will be getting... Baby, I'm getting Mobius. Mobius the Frost Monarch has joined the squad.
Alright guys, here we are back at the winner's wheel. We're going to spin this real quick because I'm just wanting to crack open the next set. I honestly don't even think there's anything from last set that I'm really looking forward to, but alright, super rare, we'll take it. Let's hop over to Solo Duelist and we'll see what super gets us. So hopping back over to Solo Duelist, Mobius is a super rare that I already had opened, but it's honestly a pretty solid tribute summon, so it's very tempting to just get two of it. The only other super rare I would consider is Horus Black Flame Dragon level 6. I pulled the level 8 last episode, which is hilarious, but you can't summon it without the 6. I don't know if I'd really even go that route, but... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and double up on the Mobius. Again, this last set was really average, so Mobius is probably one of the best cards in the set anyway, so might as well double up on it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I could have done a lot worse.
Alright guys, this week is Rise of Destiny, and much like last week's Solo Duelist, there's not much here. There are literally two cards that I want to see. One of them, it's not even that it would be good, it's just that I really liked it as a kid. The other is actually very essential to the game plan. So the first is the Creator. Creator is just a walking monster reborn with some limitations on it. I don't really know if it's going to see play. I just really like the card. It's a cool one to me. But the card that we need to pull is Dekochi. Dekochi is going to give me insane draw power because I can abuse it with Tsukiyomi and Book of Moon. Just a card that is an absolute must for me. So I'm hoping to pull 3. Nothing else in this set matters to me. Pack number 1, absolute shit. Mirage Dragon's pretty interesting, actually. I can't forget about Mirage Dragon. Pack number 2, nothing good. Pack number 3, back to square one's okay. The Moki Moki King is a target for Metamorphosis. Other than that, pretty trash.
Alright guys, Rise of Destiny, 24 packs. Again, there's nothing too crazy in this set, but there's definitely a lot of rares and a couple of supers I'd like to get my hands on. I don't think it's going to change my deck super dramatically, but adding them to the collection for now or even in the future would be really awesome. Here's hoping for some luck. First pack, nothing. Second pack, got a BES Big Core. Pretty useless, but kind of nostalgic. I used to play it as a kid. Awesome for the collection. Never gonna use it though. Hey, we hit a Dekoichi. That's awesome. Okay, so I can't abuse Dekoichi the same way Ricardo can with Tsukiyomi, but Dekoichi is a dark and it's a pretty good flip effect, just being able to draw more cards in your deck. I don't know if I'll go that route with my deck as much as I love this card, but the fact that I don't have Tsukiyomi, honestly, I don't know. If I can protect it, it'd be pretty good, but I can only use it once.
Another Mirage Dragon. I get to see Dekochi. I'm seeing a lot of things, but I'm not seeing Dekochi. Alright, there's one. We've seen one Dekochi. I need 2 more. But right now we're at 1. I'm at the halfway point now, and I only have 1 Dekochi. I could use 2 more. A machine dupe is also nice to see. That's my 3rd Mirage Dragon. There's our 2nd Dekochi. We need 1 more.
We got the Creator. That's hilarious. This card was definitely very iconic for this time period. Again, I don't think I'd ever play it, but it's cool to have for the collection. Okay, we got another Dekoichi and a Silent Swordsman level 3. The Silent Swordsmans would be kind of cool to play, but they're all high rarity, so it's just not going to be possible. Hey, okay, we got a machine dupe. It's an amazing card. I don't know if we'll ever be able to play it, but shout out to Gage. You're kidding me. 2 creators. That's hilarious. Again, not going to use it, but whatever.
I need to see that Dekochi chugging along. We also got this this fusion. I believe it's level 6. I forget the name. Darkblade fusion. So that's Metamorphosis target, I guess. Mirage Dragon. Cool to see, but I need 1 more Dekochi. Uno mas. Uno mas. I mean, I can make do with 2, but I'd much rather have the 3. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of nice to have. I'm tired of this little fucker. I already got the one. I got Silent Swordsman level 3, so that's fun. I mean, he's cute. I like the level 5 effect.
2nd Silent Swordsman level 3. What are the odds? That's like 4 ultra rares. Any other pack, that would be insane. This pack, it's kind of garbage. Hey, okay. Whoa, hold on. This pack's actually pretty good. Okay, so obviously we got a Thestalos. These Monarchs just love me, man. What this card does is, on Tribute Summon, I can rip a card out of Ricardo's hand, and then if it's a monster, I can burn him for whatever his level is. This card's really good, but it's not a light or a dark, so I don't know if I'm going to play it right now. Man, this is 4 Monarchs for me now, so it's so tempting to play a Monarch deck. I just don't have Soul Exchanges, though. I think Ricardo has 2 Soul Exchanges, and I have 0, so I don't know, but it's definitely very cool to have in the collection. All right, 2nd Fuselage Dragon. Pretty cool to add to the collection. Hey, another machine dupe. Awesome. Love it. Wow, 3 Silent Swordsman level 3. Completely useless when I don't have the other Silent Swordsman, but man, what are the odds? That's like 5 ultra rares.
One more pack. What are we gonna get? Okay, we got a Bok Choy. We got the other train. Unfortunately, we did not get the 3rd Dekochi. But, I mean, I can't really complain. I've got Mobius joining the team. I've got 2 Dekochis. I didn't pull a Creator, which kind of bums me out. I did pull a Machine Dupe. I did pull both of the level 6 fusions. So, you know, we probably got as best we could out of this pack. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of options that I have now. I can still do Dekochi Turbo in a way. I'd be missing the 3rd, but I might have only played the 2 anyways. I think we're gonna be okay, you know, but you know, time will tell if Chaos Emperor Dragon rears its ugly head or not. So until then, it is time to build.
Hey, there's a 3rd Fuselage Dragon. Super awesome to have in the collection. It's actually kind of tempting to go Skill Drain this week now that I have a playset of this card, but I don't know. Last couple packs, let's see if we can get anything good. Nothing in this one. Let's crack open the last pack. Flip it up, and that looked like nothing. Yep, nothing in that pack. Alright guys, just a quick overview. Honestly, we didn't really hit everything I wanted this week. The Darkblade Fusion would have been awesome to add to the collection. I can't believe I didn't hit it. It's a rare. It's a level 6 fusion that lets you rip 3 cards out of your opponent's graveyard, kind of like Kaiku. Got a playset of Xing Zhang Hu. Again, I don't know if I'll play that ever, but it's cool to have that. 3 Silent Swordsman level 3. Super bummed because it's useless. And 2 Creators. Again, don't think I'm ever going to use it. 5 Ultra Rares. 5 misses. Kind of sad. I guess the biggest highlight would be the Thestalos this week. Again, it's another Monarch for the collection. I don't know if I'm going to play it or not, but maybe someday. But outside of that, I think I have 2 machine dupes and a playset of the Fuselage Dragon. So outside of that, that's really the only relevant things I got. We're going to go to deck building. Fuselage Dragon definitely has my eye this week. I didn't really plan on playing this card, but I don't know. I might have to mix it up this week. I'll see you guys in deck building.
Alright guys, so the deck this week is kind of interesting. Main deck wise, not a lot's changing. we're just adding a Tsukiyomi, and we're going with double Dakochi so that I can go ahead and do that little Dakochi turbo. Justin's kind of afraid of it. I know he can't pull this one off, so I might as well. But the side deck is the interesting part. So I'm running triple Book of Moon and a fourth Tsukiyomi, just in case the Dakochi thing really works out for me. I'm going to be running MST, of course, as an Imperial Order answer. Giant Trinade side deck because of Imperial Order. But the main beef of the side deck is going to be Skill Drain. So once again, triple Berserk Gorilla, because I just love this bastard. We got double Skill Drain, and the newest edition, Fuselage, who allows Skill Drain to go off. It's the first real monster that I can use this with. Until Barbados shows his ugly ass. So for right now, the deck is still pretty simple. It's again, we're just kind of tweaking right now. So Dakochi, that's the new main deck, and the side deck is a Skill Drain focus. We did cut Dark Paladin from the extra deck because it turns out we can't summon him via Metamorphosis. So thanks to the viewers for pointing that out. Other than that, I'm looking forward to this duel. Let's see if Dakochi Turbo comes in the clutch, and let's see if my side deck pulls through. Either way, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, guys, I'm taking a bit of a risk this week, but this is the deck list I'm bringing to this episode. I think I'd kind of call this a Chaos Skill Drain deck, I guess. Obviously, this deck revolves around Skill Drain. The main reason I wanted to play this card this week is, one, I think Ricardo's going to be on Dakochi and Tsukiyomi this week. And in addition, I got lucky and I pulled 3 Fuselage Dragons. So honestly, it feels like the deck was calling me this week, and I kind of wanted to mix it up anyway. This deck's pretty straightforward, so I don't really need to explain too many things about it, but there were a lot of really powerful cards I had to cut just to make room for some of the trap cards in the deck. All in all, I think if Ricardo shows up with a Chaos deck, his deck will have a higher ceiling than mine. So if ever I fall behind in advantage, it's going to be very hard for me to catch up. Plus, if ever I do get ahead in advantage and Ricardo has something like a board wipe like Raigeki or Dark Hole to get back into the game, then it might be hard for me to kind of catch back up an advantage. In addition, Ricardo has double Solemn Judgment and double MST, and he's been on Raigeki break, so he's got a lot of answers to my continuous traps. On paper, this deck sounds insanely annoying, but again, I have to draw the floodgates, and I also have to draw a little bit of monsters, and sometimes when you play a deck that's a little slower like this, you could just open a bunch of monsters or open a bunch of traps, and it's kind of hard to really predict what you're going to draw, so I'm going to run through the card by card, explain what the heck I'm thinking, and we'll hit up Ricardo and we'll get after it. So to start things off, I got the BLS and the Chaos Emperor Dragon. Again, I can't abuse these as hard as something like Chaos Control, but these are both 3k beaters and my whole deck is light and darks. So special summoning them will be very easy. Even if skill drain's up, at least there's some big beaters. After that, the main man himself, the Fuselage Dragon. You can normal summon him without tributing, but his attack and defense get cut in half. But when you have Skill Drain face up, obviously it'll reset it to 2800. So being able to normal summon a 28 beater that's also a dark is pretty good, especially if Ricardo's falling back on his smaller searchers and flip effect monsters this episode. Because in all honesty, he'll have to summon a chaos monster to be able to get over this by battle. After that, we got Giant Orc, just the second best beater I have. Again, it's a dark. With Skill Drain, he won't change himself to defense, so that's really good. After that, I got one Hysteric Fairy. This is pretty random, but I felt like I needed at least one more light, and this kind of fits the book where it's an 18 beater, and it's searchable by Witch, so there's that. I'm on the one Kaiku, again, just a dark beater. I don't know if his effect will come up because of Skill Drain, but it's a floodgate, it's a beater. All in all, pretty decent card. Witch and Sangan, just to search. Sangan's actually kind of weak in this deck because it can only search Witch, Tomato, and as you can see, the Nidoria coming up. So this is just a way to out Jinzo, and again, it's just removal for while Skill Drain is face up on the field. Last monster is the 3 Thunder Dragons. It's just the best light I have in my card pool. Really good at deck thinning, again, just to help me dig for stuff like Skill Drain and Oppression. And worst case scenario, like I said, it's just a light. After that, the Draw Power, Upstart Goblin, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Card Destruction, and I'm still playing Mirage and Nightmare. This has been kind of weird in my head, but I just feel like on paper, this card is still a staple no matter what deck you're playing, just because at any time you can hit in Mystical Space Typhoon, pop it, and you get your free pluses off of it. Double MST, I want to play one of this, but I'm only playing 2 because, one, I don't know if Ricardo's going to take the same route I am this week just because Fuselage Dragon's a thing, but also, again, I just want to maximize the chance of hitting the Mirage and Nightmare if I happen to open it. Raigeki Dark Hole, just ways to swing tempo back in my favor. Double Smashing Ground, this is really just for Jinzo, or maybe if he summons a big Chaos monsters on the field and it didn't kill me that turn. After that, got the 1 knock. I almost played a 3rd Smashing Ground, but I'm not always going to have Skill Drain up, so I just figured this would just be a good answer to some of the set monsters. Book of Moon, just a good defensive and offensive card. And my last spell is the 1 Monster Reborn. After that, the traps, kind of already talked about them. 3 Skill Drain, just the reason we're playing this deck. 2 Oppression, really, well, oppressive. I feel like if at any time I see 2 of these floodgates, I should be winning the game. But again, we'll see what happens. Ricardo definitely has answers to these cards, so they're not like an auto win button. After that, Solemn Judgment. An amazing card in this deck because it can protect these floodgates. Only downside is Ricardo has 2 Solemn Judgments of his own, so if he sees his judgments, they could definitely ruin some of my strategy. And the last traps, Ring Destruction, Torrential Tribute, just really good removal. Again, Tempo Swinger with Torrential, and just great ways to get things off the board, making way for my beaters. Onto the side deck, I have the 1 Confiscation, and if you look ahead, I also have the 3 Trap Death Shoot. This is pretty much if he's on some kind of Chaos deck and I'm going first, I just want to hit these in there. That way I can kind of see his hand, see what the heck he's got going on, and I can kind of set my traps and summon my monsters accordingly. I got the 3rd Smashing in case he's on some kind of beatdown or skill drain deck himself. Double My Body, again, this is just something to stop Raigeki, Dark Hole, Smashing Ground, you name it. There's a bunch of stuff for this. Still got the Snatch Steal, again, probably just for like a mirror match, honestly. Being able to steal like a Fuselage Dragon would be pretty hilarious. Already talked about Trap Death Shoot. I'm on double Zing Zenhu. This is just, again, for the mirror match. If he's on some kind of Chaos deck that's not skill drain, I feel like the deck should be able to hang as long as, again, I draw some monsters and some traps. But if I'm playing the mirror match, this would be very hilarious to end phase, target his cards so that way he can't activate it. After that, 2 7 Tools of the Bandit. If I notice, again, mirror match or he's just on a heavier trap count, then this will be pretty good because it's almost as good as Solemn Judgment, I guess. Devil Saku, again, just more of a mirror match thing. I think I just kind of have a bunch of cards in here in case he's on a similar deck to me. And then 1 Magic Jammer. This is just stopping all his power spells. I don't know if I'll side it in or not, but I guess it kind of depends on what the heck he's playing. After that, just the extra deck that's pretty irrelevant, honestly. Nothing too fancy. Pretty much the same thing. Oh, we did add the Moki King. What a legend. I definitely feel like it's going to take a little luck to win with this deck, but if everything goes according to plan, this deck is going to be pretty hilarious. So that's it for the deck profile this week, guys. I'm going to hit up Ricardo. It's time to duel. Another episode. What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Last week didn't go my way, but I'm pretty excited about these pack openings. So
yeah, it's funny. There's a few cards in there that I thought were pretty good, but honestly, I don't think I could abuse them all. How was your pack opening? Did it treat you pretty well, or just?
There was a couple things that I missed, but overall, I can't complain. I got pretty much what I wanted and what I think I needed out of that pack.
I'm super curious to see what you brought forward this week. We've been on a chaos tear, so I don't know. I've been just trying to tech my deck out accordingly to hopefully be able to counter whatever the heck your deck is up to this week.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's do this rock, paper, scissors. I'm actually very excited about this episode. Good luck, man.
Gotta do the same way. It's about drive. It's about power.
I didn't think you were going to pick rock again this week. I'm not going to lie. I almost picked paper.
Always place my faith in the rock.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right, here we go. Opening draw. Standby main. All right. Start things off right with the simple tea set. And I'll just pass on that.
All right, keeping it classic. Starting turn.
Yep.
All right, standby phase, anything?
Nah, you're good.
All right, well, we're going to enter the main phase 1, and we are going to start things off like I've done many a time before. I'm going to activate Thunder Dragon's effect to add 2 to my hand.
That is fine.
All right, let's see. Okay, well, obviously, I think the next thing I'm going to do is activate the Greedy Boy. Pot of Greed. Drawing 2. It's funny. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, I think after all that, I'm just going to copy you. I'm going to do a T set as well, and then I'll pass my turn.
All right. Draw. Standby main.
Nothing. We good.
All right. I'm feeling kind of ballsy here, so I'm going to summon Witch of the Black Forest.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to battle, and let's see
Dang.
what this is.
Well, I definitely copied you. Got my own Witch of the Black Forest.
All right, so I'll take the 100 damage. Then I will go to main phase 2, and I will set one monster face down, and I'll pass.
All right. Starting the turn. All right, I really don't have anything too flashy. I'm just going to set another card, and I think I'm just going to set a monster as well. Might as well. All right, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and draw. Stand by, main. All right, so this is going to give it away, but I'm going to flip summon Dekochi.
Oh. On the Dekoichi Turbo, huh?
Yep. So
thinking here.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to activate the effect, right?
Yeah.
So I do have a response to the activation of the effect. I am going to activate my face down card, Skill Drain.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pay 1,000 life points. Do you have a response?
I will activate MST from hand to pop the Skill Drain.
All right. So you get to draw one card now.
Now, I'm going to go to battle phase.
Okay.
I'll have Dekochi attack the witch.
Okay, I'm going to activate the witch's effect to search.
Yep.
I think in this case, I'm actually going to add Kaiku to hand.
All right. Now I'll have witch attack the face down.
Okay, and that's my Sangan. So I'll get the Sangan search. And in this case, I'm going to add Mystic Tomato.
All right. I will go to main phase 2. And I will normal summon Tsukiyomi. And target Dekochi.
Yep. That's good.
End phase, Tsukiyomi returns to hand. And I will pass.
Alright, starting turn, standby phase, main phase 1.
Yeah.
Man, I'm salty, man. That Tsukiyomi Dekoichi combo it's so strong, man. I think I'm going to have to do something about it, I guess. I'm going to have to activate my face down card at Mystical Space Typhoon.
Damn. That is fine.
Oppression. Okay. Well, that's going to be very clutch because now I'm going to banish a Light in the Dark.
Damn it. Oh, I knew that was coming.
And I am going to special summon Black Luster Soldier.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I'm going to activate Black Luster Soldier's effect, and I'm going to banish your monster.
Damn. Rest in peace, Dekochi.
Alright, and then after that, I'm going to normal summon the Kaiku.
Yeah.
And I'll enter the battle, and I'll attack the witch.
Alright, so that's 700.
Yes,
and
sir.
then witch effect. I'm going to add Cyber Jar to hand.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
Alright,
And Dekochi
main
and
phase
witch.
2.
Alright.
I'll go ahead and pass.
Alright. Standby main. I'm going to go ahead and start things off with Dark Hole.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, really, you have to have some kind of answer to this with your hand being so full, honestly.
And then I will activate Graceful Charity.
Yeah, that's good.
So, draw 1, draw 2, and draw 3. I will send Tsukiyomi to grave, Magician of Faith to grave. I can't risk the reborn. Alright. I'll summon my own Kaiko.
Sounds good.
Go to battle and poke for 18.
Yes, sir. Imagine the BLS you want to banish.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll pass on that.
Alright, starting turn. Main phase 1.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to open the turn by normal summoning Hysteric Fairy in attack mode.
Yeah.
Just a new light monster I'm trying for the deck.
Mm.
And then after that, I think I'm just going to pass.
All right. Draw. Thinking.
I don't like when you think, man. That means you have options.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but for me, honestly, my hand hasn't really had a lot of options for me this first game. I'm not going to lie.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Change of Heart to take Hysteric Fairy.
It's crazy. I keep thinking, I'm like, okay, if he has this card, then yeah, this is going to hurt. But if he doesn't, then I might have a cool play. But here we go. Back-to-back turns where you have the card I'm thinking of. It's almost like...
And this should be game here because I will normal summon Breaker.
Yep. All right, man. Yeah, you got this one.
Whew.
Nothing I could do about it. Good luck, Ricardo. Game 2.
Yep.
All right. Standby main phase. Oh, got a draw for turn as well. That's always good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and fire off Thunder Dragon again and add 2 Thunder Dragons. You know, it's funny. Last game, I started with Thunder Dragon Pot of Greed, and still somehow my hand wound up being really bad. But, hey, I guess that's the nature of the beast sometimes. I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to set 1 card. Then I'm going to normal summon a new monster from the new set. Fuselage Dragon, the dual mode beast in attack mode.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire off Card Destruction.
Ooh, that one does hurt. Because you're going to go ahead and see one of my favorite monsters.
Yes, goodbye, Cyberchar.
A great trap, power spell, one of my outs to Imperial, and a mirror monster here in Fuselage Dragon.
All right. Next, I'm going to fire off this Pot of Greed I just drew into.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set 2 more back row, and I think I'll pass the turn on that. Go ahead.
All right, draw. All right, standby, main.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if you got a soul in here, because I'm going to go with Painful Choice.
No, you're good, man.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and send Card Destruction, Reasoning, Metamorphosis, Witch of the Black Forest, Night Assailant to grave.
All right, in this case scenario, I think what I'm going to do is give you a Metamorphosis.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Sangan.
Yeah, Sangan's good.
And I will Metamorphosis Sangan away and bring out Charubin. And now Sangan gives me a search.
Yep, sounds good.
And I will have to go with Magician of Faith to hand.
Okay.
Then I'll set 2, and let me put this poker in defense. Actually, that's not attack is dumb.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and just pass there. So Fusilier is at 14, right?
Correct, but in the end phase, now that you set some cards, I'm going to skill drain and pay 1,000.
Yeah, that is fine.
Can't risk that solemn judgment.
Yeah. All right. At standby. Trap Dust Shoot.
All right. This is gonna suck, but go ahead and take your pick.
Ooh. All right. Well, I gotta get rid of that BLS.
All right.
Fusilier might be the bigger threat right now, actually, but I can't risk it.
All right. BLS gets shuffled back. And let's see here. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and put some pressure. I'm going to normal summon the second Fuselage Dragon.
Yeah, that is fine.
All right. Battle phase. I'll attack your fusion.
And that'll be 2,800 direct.
28 big ones to the face. My ace monster this episode. And then main 2, I'll just set a mystery card and pass.
All right. Draw.
Stand by.
Trap Dust Shoot. Oh, no.
I know. It's caught you off surprise.
Well, you're about to see a hand.
Well, that is a good hand. Definitely have to think about this for a sec. Okay, tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Fuselage Dragon.
Yeah. Damn, that is a lot of pressure. But as you've already seen, I'm going to go straight to the Regeki.
Well, let's see if this old man can say no.
Nah.
That's what I figured. Yep. Sounds good.
What is half of 52, bro? What the fuck? Nah.
26.
Okay. Well, that skill drain is a problem. But I don't really have any other options here. Monster Reborn, and I will summon the Fuselage in my grave and go to battle for 28 direct.
Alright, I'll take the 2800.
That skill drain is a pain, but I gotta stay defensive, so I will set and pass.
Alright, starting turn, and we're just gonna fire off Dark Hole.
Ugh, damn.
Unfortunately, though, that's gonna be it for me.
I'm gonna just have to set and pass.
Alright, draw.
Ugh.
Pass again. This is gonna be intense.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be game. Once again, Breaker the Magical Warrior.
Ooh, gonna have to torrential that one, bud.
Not so fast, Kaiba.
Oh, wow, I'm so salty. Oh, wow. Good game, Ricardo. Whatever.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so the deck I built on paper was really great, but this is 2 games in a row where I hit draw power and I just opened a fistful of monsters and like no trap cards. It's pretty crazy. Like, okay, yeah, I opened the Judgment and the Skill Drain, but it's like everything after that. I don't know, man. Double Judgment does hurt though, but
in game 2, I sided out like probably 6 or 7 cards, and I went with the full skill drain package here.
That's what I figured.
Once I saw that you were playing it, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I side decked this bullshit. Yeah, I forgot that Fusilier was a thing, and I pulled him and I read the effect and I was like, oh right, I got skill drain, but I didn't want to commit to it game 1.
So basically this was just like a skill drain beatdown deck, basically revolving around Giant Orc and, you know, Fuselage Dragon and Skill Drain. I have 3 Skill Drains, so I can kind of pull this off. But I also have Double Oppression, which again, I just didn't see at all. So I figured with the Oppressions, the Skill Drains, the Imperial Order, all these floodgates will just slow the game down to where the beat sticks can kind of just take over. And yeah, there just never was a time where I was able to hit multiple floodgates at the same time. And Solemn Judgment was like the only card coming into this where I was like, this could definitely put a dampen on my like plays. And I just really didn't know what route you were going to take this episode, but I just had a feeling you'd be on some kind of, you know, Dekoichi flip deck, because I knew you had Tsukiyomis. Who knows? Maybe I just took the wrong deck, but honestly, I pulled the Fuselers and I got super excited. I was like, there's no way I don't try this week. I could have tried Chaos again, but I just wanted to have fun this week and try something different that honestly I thought would work, but I guess if you don't draw a lot of trap cards, you know, it's just it's not gonna work out.
I got 2 Dekoichis and 2 Bakochis.
Okay.
I was hoping I would land 1 more Dekoichi, but you know, the 2's fine. The wheel gave me Mobius, which you'll be seeing.
Nice, that's an awesome card.
But yeah, I mean, the pack there wasn't much here, you know, aside from Dekoichi and Fusilier. But I mean, they were pretty impactful in this game, so I can't really say they weren't nothing.
Oh, for sure. Like I was saying, it was like this set has nothing that's like game warping, but there's definitely a lot of good tech cards that really just like contribute to what our decks already do. I know in my opening, I believe I pulled like 2 Dekoichi, maybe 3. I'm pretty sure it was 2. But I did get again another Monarch. I got the Thestalos also. So again, adding to the collection of Monarchs. And in addition, on my wheel, I hit super rare. So again, I added another Mobius to the collection. I don't know if I'll ever go this Monarch route, but I have the Zaborg, 2 Mobius, and now a Thestalos. So honestly, I just grabbed the Mobius because I figured it would be like good back row removal if ever you were on like a trap deck that wasn't a skill drain deck.
But the only way that you can get the Monarch spell and traps is by getting hat-tricked, right?
Like from the structure deck?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other ones... Okay, so there are some cards, but the broken ones I can't get. So like, I forget the names. It's been so long. There's the kind of pseudo Black Whirlwind. That one I can get in a set. But like stuff like Domain and then like the draw card... And obviously, like the little guys and the big guys, there's like a lot that's missing from it. But you know, there's still other Monarch variants later in the future that it might come up.
Yeah. So we got one set left for original series.
That's right. Duel, or was it the DM era ends next episode, being the last and final episode. It's pretty exciting. We've actually come quite a far way already, and
there's some pretty heavy hitters in this next set. We got Sacred Phoenix, which I don't know how much it's going to do. Another Monarch. But the big one, to me, is Rescue Cat.
Yeah, Rescue Cat makes for some pretty cool OTK decks in the future, so it'd be nice to get. And it's only a rare, so it should be... or no, it's a common, isn't it?
Yeah, it's common.
Yeah, it's only a common, so it should be pretty easy to pull. But, I mean, like, you never know with these generators, man. Like, commons...
I am already not looking forward to it.
We'll see what happens. I know, me personally, I love Rescue Cat, so we'll see if I get to pull it and play it in the future. But, again, there's so many different... There's so much variance in the progression, it's really hard to say, you can never really truly predict what you may or may not use a card for. So you always have your fingers crossed that, like, you hit something that way just in case in the future, you're able to pull something off. Next episode's the last DM episode, so it's pretty iconic, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We always appreciate all the support. Tune in next week. I just got clapped pretty hard, so who knows what's going to happen next week. Here's hoping to see you guys next week. Peace.